Alright, good day to you all. Now, welcome you to the Starry Academy live class for Chartered Institute of Taxation of Nigeria, the foundation level course, Principle of Taxation. Alright, so this is the third segment of the chapter 1, chapter 1 class. So as well, the chapter 1 is divided into 7 segments. So chapter 1, segment 3. So this is the third segment, okay? Alright, so we begin with the legislative framework of taxation. So please note that it is divided into two, the Enabling Act and the other part of it. So the Enabling Act, quickly. The body charged with the administration of tax in Nigeria are the federal, the state, and the local. So when you are being asked in a multiple choice question or short answer question that who are those in charge of administration of tax in Nigeria, they are what? They are the federal government, the state government, and the local government. Please note that they are the bodies charged with the administration of tax in Nigeria, while the tax authorities of the three types of governments derive their formation from the federal laws. So it was the federal laws of Nigeria that actually gave rise to who? To the Federal Inland Revenue Service Board, to the State Board of Internal Revenue Service. This is the Federal Inland Revenue Service Board, the State Board of Internal Revenue (SBIR), and the Local Government Revenue Committee. The Local Government Revenue Committee. So please take note of that. The bodies charged with the administration of tax in Nigeria are the federal government, the state government, and the local government. While the tax authorities of each of these three types of government, the tax authority for federal government is who? Is the Federal Inland Revenue Service. The tax authority for state government is who? It is the State Board of Internal Revenue. And the tax authority for the local government is the Local Government Revenue Committee. Please take note of that. It is the federal law of Nigeria that actually gave rise to all these tax authorities for each of the various levels of government. Take note of that. I hope that is very clear. So might be asked in the examination, the Federal Inland Revenue Service Board actually collects revenue for who? For the federal government. So this is where it deals with the federal government, collects revenue at the federal government level, while the state Board of Internal Revenue collects revenue at the state government level. While the local collects revenue at the local government level. I hope that is very clear. Please, we need to note all this, very, very important. Alright, so we move to the next, which is the sources of tax laws in Nigeria. Alright, you ask yourself that these laws, there are so many laws that actually guide the operation of tax in Nigeria. It is a law that actually gave rise to the Federal Inland Revenue Service Board, the state, and the local. So, where are the sources? How do we come across these tax laws in Nigeria? So, below are the laws that they follow are the sources of laws of Nigeria tax and Ghana tax laws. So, we are talking about Nigeria. We are not dealing with Ghana this time around. So, which is what the Nigerian tax laws. The sources are 1. The various income tax law. In Nigeria, we have the state and federal laws, including the Federal Government Act. Take note of that. And we have the State Government Act. So these tax laws actually came, their sources actually from the Federal Government Act and the State Government laws. Federal Government Acts could give rise to tax authority at the federal government to provide the Federal Inland Revenue Service Board. The state government laws will actually gave rise to what? The State Board of Internal Revenue. That is the tax authority at the state level. Alright, so that is the various income tax law of the Federal Government Act and the state government laws. That's one of the source. The second source of tax law in Nigeria is the opinion of income tax experts. Take note of that. Opinion is what the opinion of income tax experts and authors so far as the courts take judicial notice of them. So the opinions of income tax experts is one of the sources of tax laws in Nigeria. The third source, which is C, the court judgment until overruled. So if the court actually pass a judgment, on a particular tax matter, then it is what? It is the source of tax law in Nigeria. If it is overruled, then it is no longer what? It's no longer a source of tax law. But until it is overruled, it's going to remain a tax law in Nigeria. Option D is departmental and official circulars. Yes, this is also one of the source of tax law in Nigeria. Okay, so E Accepted the recommendation of Commission of Inquiry is also the sources of tax law in Nigeria. F, customary law. And we have G, the Constitution and the practices of the Revenue Department. So the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria is actually what? Is actually where the tax law actually been sourced from, and the practices of the Revenue Department, various governmental organizations, is one of the sources of Nigerian tax law. So they are just what? They are 8. So we have 8 sources of tax law in Nigeria. The first one is what? The various income tax laws, which give rise to the Federal Government Act and state government laws. The second one is the opinion of income tax experts. The third one is the court judgment until overruled. And the fourth one is the departmental and official circulars. The fifth one is the accepted recommendation of Commission of Inquiry. We have the customary law, we have the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, we have the practices of the Revenue Department. So please note all this. There are questions that are being asked in the examination regarding what? The sources of tax law. Please take note that this question is always what? Always being asked, for every year in the taxation. So please take note, if it is not asked in the multiple choice question, it's going to be asked in the short answer question, it's going to be asked in the theory part. So let's note it, there are just 8 in numbers. So the act, the enabling act is what? The bodies charged with the administration of tax in Nigeria, the federal government, the state and local government, and the tax authority of these 3 types of government derive their formation from the federal government laws, from the federal government acts. So that's the enabling acts that give rise to what? That give rise to all these, the federal board of India. So the federal government acts. Take note of that. So the federal government acts. I hope that is very clear. Alright. So we'll come to the end of the third segment, for the chapter 1 class, which entails what? The legislative framework constituting the enabling act and the sources of tax law in Nigeria. Thank you very much, and continue the next session shortly.